Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of my heart condition. So, yeah, I avoid all forms of exercise. I just can't do it. This is going to sound embarrassing, but I apologise. If I wanted to fuck guys, I can't. I still get boner, don't get me wrong, but I can't like, it wears me out too much. I mean, everyone had COVID. That was really bad. That sent my heart racing to the point where there was days that I just couldn't seem to breathe properly, and I couldn't, like, it was just a head fuck because I was trying my hardest to breathe properly and I couldn't. I tell you what happened a few years ago when I lived in Birmingham. So I was walking the streets and these guys got out of their car and they saved my life. I tell you what happened. So I was walking back home from a host house I should never have walked, and I was high and my heart was racing and I didn't realise I had COVID. So could you imagine how I felt? Not only did I have COVID without me realising, some gay bloke gave me COVID basically, from having sex with me, didn't give me COVID. Nice one. But yeah, so I just remember like fitting on the pavement on the side of the road, and there was a car that luckily saw me and came over to me. And this woman was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Breathe, darling. She was like, breathe, sweetheart. Breathe, darling. You'll be okay. Breathe. She's like, I'm a nurse. Breathe. Breathe, darling. Breathe. I was going cold. I was going clammy. My heart was racing. She was like, he needs an ambulance. He's going to pass out. He's going to die. This woman was like, he is going to die. Do you know what I mean? I got myself into such states, guys. I just remember my life was fucked back then. It was bad, you know. My parents don't know about this, but I don't give a fuck. I was walking, bloody hell, I think I walked 3 miles to a guy's house once when I was high, and I nearly got killed because the cars were coming so fast on the road, on the Echo Straight. I walked up this busy highway where cars were going at least 120 down the road, and I nearly died because I was high. I was stumbling all over the road, and I was trying to get to this guy's house. Yeah, dangerous. Do not touch drugs, guys. You will regret it for the rest of your life. You will, after you've, put it this way. If I was to start drugs again now, all of my senses and my natural things that God put in my body would start to refunction for a couple of days. Because after I had a break from drugs and I relapsed, as soon as I started taking the drugs again, I felt normal. I felt fine. I felt high. But I actually felt okay. I felt good because I was high, obviously, but the things inside my body that had damaged, I'm not saying it repaired it, but I woke them up. Do you know what I mean? It's like waking a nerve up. I woke the nerve up that likes that high, if you get me. So when I woke those nerves up in my head and in my brain that obviously enjoyed that high and that rush, it made me feel normal for a week or so. And then unfortunately, after the drugs wore off, I then had really, really bad side effects, to the point where I would wake up, guys, at like 1:30 in the morning, 1:45 in the morning, and I just remember like literally going into a fit. I remember in Birmingham, in a particular house that I was living in, near the prison at the time, I remember waking up and I was shaking, bruv. I was shaking, and I had to call the ambulance. I called 999. They're like, what's wrong? They're like, I'm getting chest pain, I can't breathe properly. Should I tell you what that was caused from? That was caused from coming off drugs. That was caused from coming off drugs. That was caused from stopping drugs, bro. Do you know what I mean? That was caused from stopping drugs. So, yeah. That was caused from stopping drugs. So, can you imagine, guys, like, how I felt after I'd stopped drugs? I went cold turkey, and my doctor said to me back years ago, because I went cold turkey, because I went cold turkey. I'm going to turn this light off because it's fucking doing my head in 2 seconds, guys. Put this big light on. Because I went cold turkey, yeah, could have killed myself basically. Yeah, not good, I know. But because I used to take so many drugs, I could have died. Do you know what I mean? I'm not proud of that, but I could have literally died because I took so many drugs. I was so high, I was intoxicated to the point where I couldn't even remember or have like a recollection of like people because it was so bad. You know, I just used to like get on I used to get on the bus, and after I got on the bus, I would feel very strange. I thought everyone was like zombies. Oh, let me turn the fucking Christmas lights off because they're doing my head in. Oh, I should never bought them. Fuck off. Stop. Thank you. Right. Yeah, that's better. Can speak to you now without having a fucking seizure. Yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, the severe drug-induced psychosis, guys, I had years ago was absolutely torture. To the point where I was getting on the bus and I could not stay on the bus any longer than 20 minutes without freaking out and thinking that other people were zombies because I was so high and because I was so intoxicated at that time. So yeah, do I regret taking drugs? Yeah, 110%. Because I reckon if I continued to taking drugs, guys, I would have been dead. My doctor said to me ages ago when I was taking drugs, he said, Matthew, aka Michelle, just call myself Michelle from my YouTube channel because I cross-dress quite a lot. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, because obviously, like, I used to take drugs quite a lot. My doctor was saying, Matthew, do you want to live to your 40s? He's like, you will die if you keep taking drugs, bruv, is what he said to me. He was like, you will be dead at the age of 40. So I packed it in and I stopped it. And the day that made me stop drugs is when I got rushed to Birmingham City Hospital. My heart was racing 175 beats per minute in resus, and that is what woke me up. I remember going pale. I remember seeing white. God brought me back. God brought me back. I was fitting, I was shaking, I was screaming Birmingham City Hospital down. I was like, please help me. The police were laughing at me because the police are Birmingham fucking cunts. Fuck you, you pigs. Yeah, they were fucking awful to me. They just like stood there and laughed as I was in so much pain. But unfortunately for me, guys, I didn't used to help myself because I used to go to hospital, get treated, go to hospital, get treated, get up, do you know what I mean? So it was a vicious circle. So the hospital kind of saw me as a boy that cried wolf, and I don't cry wolf anymore for obvious reasons, right? And I stopped taking drugs completely, and I feel okay. I still feel very detached from reality. That will always happen, and that is the part that kills me on the inside because of my nose. Do you want to show my nose? Ow. I've got no gristle in the end of my nose. That's what Coke did. My face used to be proper pale. Like we're talking ghostly pale. But now, it's took me years, but I've got some fucking colour in me. Do you know what I mean? I'm fit as fuck, I'm happy, and I'm getting there. But yeah, when I dress up as Michelle, that takes that pain away. That makes me feel like I don't have to be that Matthew going through all of that pain with my heart. And I don't have to look back at the point where I nearly died in hospital from a drug overdose. Michelle makes me feel happy and makes me feel a better person. I'm not a paedophile, Martin Nichols, you fat bastard. I'm not a paedophile whatsoever. But you clearly are, because you mention them all the time. You mention kids 24/7, Martin. I've got all the messages that I've shown West Midlands Police, everything, mate. So, yeah, if you carry on harassing me on my videos, and you carry on talking about me the way that you do, and trying to get your mates to come after me here in Scotland, then I'm going to my private solicitor tomorrow anyways, and you will go to jail. I will make sure of it. And I have got money, and I will spend money for a solicitor to take you to fucking court. Anyways, guys, sorry to say that. I just had to mention that because he watches my YouTube channel all the time. The fucking fat bastard even stalks me here in Scotland. Do you know what I mean? My life has got fuck all to do with you, Martin Nichols. Yeah? And I hope you rot. I hope we get a COVID wave and it kills you. Anyways, so, What was I talking about, guys? Sorry, just had that on my mind. Feel better now. But yeah, when it comes to drugs, guys, and heart conditions, you know, I tell you what happened. I was in hospital. All the staff were laughing at me. They were totally unprofessional, and I remember seeing some fucked up sights. I remember screaming out loud in hospital, "Satan is here. He's here. He's trying to take my soul. Please help me. Please help me." And the staff were not helpful at all. They were just unprofessional. They were all laughing at me. You know, that's completely unprofessional behaviour. Do you know what I mean? That even the receptionists were laughing at me when I was fitting in the bed and I was in so much pain. This is in Birmingham City Hospital. This is before I threatened the hospital and I got done for the Birmingham bomb threat. This is like years ago, like fucking years ago. This is behind me now. This is my bad past when I used to be so high and intoxicated. But I threatened the hospital and the staff because I nearly died because of them. And their negligence. I nearly died because of them. So I'm not happy with what I said, but it was all said in anger. You know, I'd done my prison time. I'd done the crime, done the time. But then 12 members of staff actually got sacked from Birmingham City Hospital because of the negligence. Because when I came rushing in on the ambulance and I was high and I had the overdose, I went pale. My pulse was very weak. My pulse was very fast. And I didn't think I was going to make it. My pulse was 167 beats. Sorry. No, that's all right. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting upset now talking about this. My heart was 175 beats per minute. Yeah. For 6.5 hours, guys. 6.5 hours. These gay men poisoned me. They injected me with methamphetamine, speed, Tina, 4 different concoctions of drugs, and they lied. They later on and told me it was. They lied and said it was methamphetamine, but it wasn't. And this is after I came out of prison. Yeah. So these people knew what they were doing. They lured me into going around the house on Grindr. I went to go and have sex. Thought I was having a good time. Trusted these guys to slam me with free drugs. And not well. Technically it's free because the host obviously offers you drugs when you go there, but then you pay it back later, something like that. So they offered me drugs, so I took the drugs. And then I died from it, almost. I started fitting. I just remember these 3 gay blokes, fucking puffs around me, were laughing in my face. They were like, "Ha! He can't take it, can't take the high bruv, can't take the high bruv." But they found high traces of methamphetamine in my blood in Birmingham City Hospital. They also found cleaning agent, which is industrial cleaning equipment, which was a white liquid, which they lied to me, these puffs, and said that it was... they said it was methamphetamine, but it wasn't. It was cleaning equipment. And I nearly died. So yeah. It was very touch and go for me. Sorry. It was very touch and go for me. I'm not gonna lie. I just thought of my mum back then because they were talking to me still. I just saw the whole of my life, guys, flash by. I just remember my heart racing so fast. So I'm getting upset now. I just remember my little heart racing so fast, and I was looking up at the ceiling, and you know, like when you see the hospital lights in your peripheral vision, it was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. What these gay men did to me, and I'm very homophobic now. Very homophobic. I beat gay men up for a living now, so yeah, proud of that. That's what I do now. I beat them up. I beat puffs up because I ain't got fucking time for them anymore. I've had 3 blokes rape me in my life. Once when I was younger. Once 2012, got raped then. Got raped when I was in Birmingham. Yeah. So to be talking about that then. But focus on this for now. But yeah, been through a lot with puffs in my life, and enough's enough. I'm barely gay anymore, to be fair. I wouldn't say I'm gay, I'd say I'm bi, more than anything. I'm bi. And I like to cause stress, so who cares? I live my life now to the full. The only men I let in my life are bisexual men and straight men. And I've had quite a few recently. So yeah. Anyways, we'll just say fit as fuck. Fit as fuck, chubby lads. What? Dicks out here. Anyways, show me about you, Matty Lucas. But yeah, sorry, I was getting upset, weren't I? But yeah, I just remember hearing my heart beat so fast. It was just like, now there's only so much you can deal with, and that's all you feel. And the team actually came round, actually in the resus ward, around the bed, and there was one guy that looked at the superior nurse and said, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. If we can't bring his heartbeat down, he's not going to make it. He's going to die. And after he said that, and I heard him say that, because I was slowly fading, what happened was, my whole face was pins and needles, bruv. Like, the whole of my face went pins and needles, right? I couldn't move. I was paralysed. And my chest had the massive pains in it from when my heart was racing so fast. This is what a drug overdose does to you, and this is what being poisoned does to you, right? So they found about, let's just say equivalent to 13 lines of coke. 13 lines of methamphetamine in my blood. Yeah, my blood was turning purple. My blood was coagulating. They had to give me oxygen. And yeah. And I'm just going to say this. I'm only going to say it once, but I hope the gay men, the puffs that are watching this, that did this to me in Birmingham. All I'm going to say is, I hope you die soon from a drug overdose. Because what you did to me was totally unacceptable. And regardless if you liked me or not on my YouTube channel or not, he still doesn't give you the rights to rape me, take advantage of me, and almost kill me. So yeah, I don't trust puffs as far as I can fucking throw them anymore. I don't even mix with puffs anymore. So yeah, it's the way it's staying. But yeah, and I'll say puff all I want. They don't give a fuck up here in Scotland if you say puff. So puff, 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 puff. Yeah, and Martin Nichols is one of them. I'm glad I'm not anymore. I'm not a puff. I would not say I'm gay. No. I get my cock sucked quite a bit, not gonna lie, by straight or gay men. Sorry, not gay men, bisexual or straight men. That's the way it stays. Don't really kiss men either. Like, I kiss guys once in a blue moon, but it will take me a lot to rebuild my courage back with, let's just say, guys again, because I just don't trust guys as far as I can fucking throw them. Do you know what I mean? I'm buying 2 dogs after Christmas. They're going to be the love of my life. So I can't wait for that. I'm going to get 2 little puppies. Because I've been told I'm allowed a dog, so yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, right, so nearly finished, guys. Yeah, I nearly died. My pulse was racing. The chest pain was intense. The pain all over my head was intense. And I just saw the screen, the actual hospital screen by the side of my bed. And it was 175 beats per minute. If only Matty Lucas was there to kiss me better and hold my hand. Because I know he used to really care about me a lot. And we did have quite a lot of feelings, me and Matty Lucas. Who knows what the future holds for me and Matty Lucas. But he knows well, man. Matty, darling, I'm up there in Scotland, so you're welcome at mine anytime. We can have some fun, we can chill out, we can have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? I can drink, but I just got to be careful how much I drink. I know I won't call an ambulance. I got pissed with Matty Lucas ages ago, like drunk, and I called an ambulance because I was having heart palpitations. But yeah, no, I still have a drink now. I can drink now, but I can't do drugs. I know Matty does drugs now and again, but I'm not going to judge him for that. It's up to him what he does, do you know what I mean? But, yeah, when all the times, guys, I've needed my parents, especially when I nearly died in hospital, they weren't there for me. My parents have only been there for me when I was a child, or when I was growing up. And then the day I told my parents that I was gay, my mum was alright with it. My dad became very distant. My dad didn't know how to take it. And then he was alright with it. Do you know what I mean? He was alright with it eventually. But yeah, I praise God, and I thank God brought me back here on this planet. God is the one that saved my life, because I just remember my heart racing so fast, and I was panicking, guys. Like, you would never want to feel your heartbeat and your chest go so fast when you're not doing anything. Do you know what I mean? Imagine laying on your bed, right, tonight when you go to bed and your heart's racing, it's thumping so fucking hard for your chest that each and every single thump of that heartbeat that you can feel is giving you pain, bruv. That is what I had in hospital. I had 6.5 hours of fast heart rate and pain. That pain was me nearly dying from the overdose that I had. And I will never forget it. And it scarred me so badly. You know, I have bad panic attacks sometimes still in public. There's days in particular I can't go out because I daren't go out because I'm too scared I'm going to break down and have a panic attack. My PTSD is bad and all. So yeah. I just wish, guys, that I'd never touched drugs. That my parents, my adopted parents, would be there for me more, to support me more, because I don't have my parents anymore. You know, I used to love my mum so much. I do think about my mum, believe it or not. But not my dad, really, because he was quite... my dad used to be quite homophobic. But not anymore, but like, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, guys. Maybe one day they might reach out to me, I don't know. But all I can tell you guys is I'm proud of myself, you know. I'm living a luxury flat now. I love it. I mean, I'm settled here for life now. This is my own private place now. I love the place. Yes, I do contribute to rent. Martin Nichols, actually. It's called council tax. Thank you very much. So, yeah. But yeah, a strong warning to anybody that's watching this video that has got nothing better to say that to try and bring me down or to hurt me or to send death threats to me via social media or in person, then you will be prosecuted, because I don't have to take it and I'm not going to take it. So yeah, Martin Nichols is currently being dealt with by West Midlands Police, by the way. Just an update. And the reason why I'm deliberately not dressed as Michelle is because Martin Nichols is clearly so fucking transphobic that I can't feel comfortable and not be allowed to be Michelle sometimes on my YouTube channel, because it makes me a paedophile. No, it doesn't, Martin Nichols. It doesn't make me a paedophile at all. It makes me comfortable wearing women's clothes. I used to be fine with that. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to have one person like that skank bring me down anymore. Do you know what I mean? I'll be waking up in a month's time and I'll have no money. Never mind. Comes a bitch. You should not have got my YouTube channel deleted, Martin Nichols. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough, I put your address on the internet and I apologise for that, but at the end of the day, mate, you don't want to fuck with me, mate. Trust me. Because I'll blow your head straight off, mate. Martin Nichols, mate, I'm not scared of you, mate. You're a fucking puff, you're a batty boy. And the way you mention kids to me all the time, you might as well be a fucking munch yourself. Do you know what I mean? But I've got actually something funny to tell you guys, right? Listen. Before Martin Nichols started gobbing off at me, I've put Martin Nichols' face and address on every single nonce site in the whole of the UK. I've done it because it's called payback and because he keeps mentioning kids all the time. So there's something wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? To keep calling me a nonce, but then to keep going on and on and on and on about it. Martin Nichols, bruv, I don't even think you know what a nonce is. I was too afraid to play it the back way when I was a child because I was a paedophile that used to live out the back of my parents' house. But you have the audacity to call me a paedophile? You're a disgusting, Martin Nichols. You live in your dead parents' house that wanted nothing to do with you. And just because you've got nothing better to say to me or to anybody else, you think it gives you the God-given right to come onto my YouTube channel, to sit at home on your fucking spastic television and watch me, to have a go at me, whereas you don't know what the whole picture of is of my life. You don't even know me, Martin Nichols. You've judged me since day one. Yes, I have got the police on you because you're a cunt, mate, and you deserve everything that's coming your way. And once I've got my private solicitor involved next week or just before Christmas and you get sent to prison, I will be happy. I am not going to stop, Martin Nichols. I am not going to stop. You've got my old YouTube channel removed. Enough is enough. Your TikTok's going, Martin Nichols. You're on every single paedophile page in the fucking whole of the UK. I'd have made sure of it. So, yeah. So, sorry guys about that. That felt good to get off my chest. But yeah, an eye for an eye, Martin Nichols, mate. An eye for a fucking eye, bruv. But yeah, what else would I like to add? Drugs has just fucked my life up, guys, totally. It really has. I don't think people can understand in the long run how badly drugs can damage you. It can cause irreversible brain damage. And it's exactly what it's done to me. It used to make me so fucking psychotic, guys. But anyways, I'd like to think I'd get better, but I do honestly feel like I am slowly dying. So, I just want to say, if I do ever die from a heart condition or something serious happens to me, as in my heart condition and my health, then at least I can say I've tried. You know, I've tried in my life. I really have. You know, I used to be a hairdresser. I'm a gorgeous, beautiful, fit as fuck, hung, tall, handsome, chavvy lad. I really am. And a cross-dress. And I think the day I took drugs, guys, my whole world just fell apart. It really did. I still feel weak here. There's damage here that has been done where you go, I do this. Because I have no sensation of like a wooziness of blood going through my veins up here in my neck, what I used to have. Before I touched drugs, I used to feel like a, do you know what I mean? Just what makes you alive, do you know what I mean? I don't feel like alive. Like, I'm still alive because obviously I'm breathing and my heart's beating, but I've worn away that extra strong and the wooziness of what your fucking heart does and when it goes through your veins and that, you know. I've caused irreversible, autonomous, what your body has got a nervous, the nervous system, right? I fucked that up. That is irreplaceable. Like, my doctor told me ages ago, I had caused irreversible damage to my autonomous autonomous nervous system, that's it. So yeah. What can I do about that? Well, I listen to lots of meditation music every single night before I go to bed. I listen to it all the time. I listen to quite a lot of meditation music. I listen to binaural beats, guys. Strong advice. Like this video if you're enjoying this video so far, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Strong advice, guys, if you've got a heart condition. Listen to binaural beats. Listen to sophio frequencies. Listen to lots of different binaural beats, and they will help you with your anxiety and it will help you with your heart condition. Anyways, guys, I'm going for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't got anything nice to say about me in this video, fuck off and don't watch me. Thanks for watching, guys, and just pray for me that my heart condition improves. Bye, guys.